Dozens of towns and cities have been damaged, and thousands of people had to be evacuated due to the violent winds and torrential rains that have hit the southern and central parts of the country. The extreme weather conditions also caused road closures, flight cancellations, and school suspensions. Some 250,000 households or businesses were left without electricity. According to experts, in recent years, a set of atmospheric phenomena known as El Niño, caused by climate change, has had a negative impact on crop production and daily life in both urban and rural areas. In contrast, the death toll from the extreme heat in India, in the state of Uttar Pradesh and the neighboring state of Bihar, has exceeded 100 people, with more than 1,000 people admitted to hospitals. Most of the dead were over the age of 60. The maximum temperature in some parts of the country over the weekend was 42.2 degrees Celsius, nearly 5 degrees higher than the average level of recent years. Patients complained of fever, shortness of breath, and other health complications caused by heat stroke. According to meteorologists, the extreme heat in India will continue for several more days. Meanwhile, in Canada, thick smoke and flames from the Cameron Bluffs wildfires are hampering tourism and forestry in Port Alberni, a town just 20 kilometers from the fire.
It does 2 to 3 million tourists a year, and with this fire, and it's hard to get here other than flying, and the planes are small.
The blockade of the A4 highway east of Port Alberni has negatively affected the forestry and tourism industry. So far, at least 4.5 million hectares of forest have burned there, about 15 times the annual average for the past decade. Although the fires in some areas have been successfully contained or even extinguished, it will still take some time for normal production to resume. With 9% of the world's forests, Canada ranks third in terms of the amount of forest area in the world and is the second largest producer of softwood lumber, making the key supplier of building materials.